Good morning, everybody. I want to celebrate the fact that all of you had the inertia to get here this morning. Yes. How many know what my topic is? Everybody say, breaking the inertia barrier. Now, for those who aren't here, we'll send them the CD to listen to. I want to honor each and every one of you and to honor the music this morning and our wonderful treatment, because what it's talking about in preparation for our lesson this morning is the realization, as religious science has taught for years and years and years, and that is we, by way of understanding principle, erase the illusion that we are separated from our experience. See, that is nothing more than an illusion. I shared that with a Buddhist friend of mine who pointed out to me that that's pure Buddhism, the erasing of the illusion that we're separated from our experience. I think one of the great lessons of my life after a number of years of studying was when I uncovered the principle taught by P.D. Ouspensky, Dr. Ouspensky, the Russian physicist who discovered metaphysics, who pointed out this great realization, and that is, I am cause to everything that happens to me. And to be able to see that without going on a guilt trip, without going backwards and saying, okay, I didn't know. Everybody say, I didn't know. And then I resulted in the experience of not knowing. And now I know. You see, everybody knows. How many know the principle? If you think like you thought, you're going to keep doing what you did and have what you had. The challenge is do what? Think a new thought. Dr. Raymond Charles Barker used to point out to us, your newest thought may not be your best one, but it is your newest one, and you should pay attention to it. And to see whether you want the effect of it in your own life. How many want the effect of worry in your life? Doubt, fear. You see, what's the lesson of Job? The thing I feared came upon me. His lesson was, I fear no more. He feared no more. Why? Because he understood the principle of himself in action, and he applied that principle to the now he was in, and everything changed for the better. In Matthew 6:20, it says, lay up for yourself treasures in heaven. Treasures in heaven. Think about this. All the good you have ever given is ready, willing, and able to multiply and return to you. And a lot of times people have this in place, but they're not letting it return. Everyone say, all the good that I've given now returns, multiplied, and I deserve it. Turn to the person next to you and say, you deserve the best today. Dr. Ernest Holmes talks about this on page 296 of the Science of Mind textbook. He says, nothing can hinder the man who knows that he is dealing with one power that creates all from itself, moves all within itself, and yet holds everything in its place. So what do we want to do? We want to conceive a greater idea and then do something with the conception. We want to do something with it. We want to let the world see that we not only know about it, but we know as it, and as we do this, then our belief system begins to unfold as a greater experience. The experience of health, the experience of happiness, the experience of prosperity, as your beautiful treatment affirmed this morning. If you remember Keats, the poet, he had some beautiful, beautiful words. And I think it applies to exactly what we're talking about this morning. Keats said, a thing of beauty is a joy forever. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. How many know this is true? Okay. How many have forgotten it in relationship to yourself? Okay. Because you see, my dear friends, you are a thing of beauty. Everyone is. As Doris so beautifully talked about this morning, you know, life's a dance, you learn as you go, sometimes you lead and sometimes you follow. Okay. But the challenge you have and I have is to do what? To dance our dance. And remember, it's the dancer dancing the dancer is not the dance is what the dancer is doing. And that's what we need to understand, that whatever is happening to us is just something we're doing. It hadn't got a thing to do with the truth of ourselves. It's the way we're using the truth of ourselves. So if you want to improve and you want to enhance and you want to exhilarate greater good in your own life, how many are ready to do that? Okay, what you need to do is be the exhilaration in action. I want to invite all of you. We are just starting our Thomas Troyd class, Edinburgh Lectures on Mental Science. It is a fantastic, fantastic class. It is a fantastic work. It is the essence of everything we are in religious science. It is what inspired Ernest Holmes after Emerson to come together with a mathematically correct understanding of principle, knowing that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. There is nothing that can stop it except the person who sets it in motion. How many have done that? You set something beautiful in motion, the next thing you know, something's in the way. What? Who? When? Where? Now. See, we're always in the now, are we not? Okay. In truth, this is what we are, but the challenge we have is to understand that our head may be filled with a bunch of facts that are getting in the way with truth, getting in the way of truth. Okay. How many have done that? See, our challenge is to know that if you have a fact that has anything to do with limitation, you're lying to yourself. If you have a fact that's doing anything that has to do with doubt and fear, you're lying to yourself. Again, Keats, a thing of beauty is a joy forever. Its loveliness increases. It will never pass until nothingness. It will never pass into nothingness. Now, the beautiful last. The beautiful is the truth of ourselves. The beautiful is what's looking out of your eyes. It's looking out of my eyes at you and your eyes at me. It is celebrating itself this morning, and it is being whatever we are in consciousness. You see, this is the truth of the New Thought movement, whether it's unity, divine science, religious science, is that we are celebrating the beingness of consciousness. All of you are here this morning because you are being the consciousness of here. Okay. And wherever anybody else is, they are being the consciousness of wherever they are. And they're being the consciousness of whatever they're doing, and they're being the consciousness of whatever they're experiencing. And it hadn't got anything to do with, the challenge. Somebody said this is, discovering this teaching was kind of startling because they could no longer do something they spent their whole life doing, that was looking at their life and spending all of their time trying to find some person, place, or thing to blame it on. Okay. Everyone say, I am. Okay. Now, what did Jesus talk about 2,000 years ago? It is done unto you as you believe. You're not separated from your experience. If you want to heal the inertia of not doing, not being, not having, give yourself permission to do what? To understand that the attribute of God is your truth. It is your nature, regardless of anything that's happened up to now. Once you wake up to this truth and see it in a clear way, you cannot go back and accept vague explanations of it. And if you're only contemplating the outer, you're not freeing yourself to the unlimited possibility of the inner. Okay. Everybody say, when I find truth, I find it in me, not in anyone else, not in anything else. See, where are we told to look? You may look low here, low there. Where was the kingdom? Where are we told it was? Point to it. Here. It's here and now. And when we know this, then we give birth to greater possibility within our heart and mind, and we act on that truth if we free ourselves into acting instead of just being inertia. Instead of, everyone say, there's a wonderful ad on radio and television now. It's called, I have made a choice to postpone my procrastination. Have you ever heard that ad? Okay, yeah. Everybody say, this morning, I postponed my procrastination. And it's good. It's amazing what you can do if you're forced to do it. Yesterday morning, I was how many were here for the seminar yesterday? Good. Was it worth your time? Weren't they wonderful? Yes, absolutely great. It was a great, great day. I got up yesterday to come down for the seminar and opened up my front door, and my whole front yard is washing down into the street. We had a water line break underneath the house, and it was just going out. So anyhow, We found out what, you don't know what you got till it's gone. How many have spent a day in your home without water? It's just there, I can't connect to it. Anyhow, the dogs are drinking out of the pool. And it's great. But anyhow, we did what? All of a sudden we realized that here was something that needed attention. It was demanding our attention, and we acted on it. We didn't quite know what to do, but before long we did know what to do, and we did it. And 11 o'clock last night, the plumbers finished whatever they were doing, and Cynthia came in this morning, and we now have water in our house. Okay, and that's great. Now, what if we, now what I didn't do was sit down in the middle of the flowing water and treat. Okay, I did treat before I sat down in the water. No, I didn't. Okay, but just treating didn't act. The treatment itself was pick up the phone, get a hold of somebody that knows what to do and how to do it, get them here, get it done. God is all of that came together and did what? Healed the whole situation. Or I'd still be, we'd still be having our lawn wash into the street. Okay, so we acted on it. Okay, now the challenge we all have. Everyone say, I choose to